What's up YouTube, this is Harvey 1997 here, coming at you today with my deck profile for my very teched out Lyrilusc deck. So, this deck is a lot of fun to play, very budget friendly, and yeah, shout outs to the other YouTuber GCD who made his kind of version of Lyrilusc's. He was my inspiration for this. I didn't take his deck per se, I added a lot of other things into it, but he is definitely the inspiration for a lot of it. So without any further ado, let's get started. First off, we're running 3 copies of Cobalt Sparrow. If it's special summoned from the hand, you can add a level 1 winged beast from your deck to your hand, and if it's used as material, that Xyz monster cannot be targeted with card effects. It's really good. 3 Sapphire Swallow. If you control a winged beast, you can special summon it from your hand, as well as another level 1 winged beast from your hand. You can only use that once a turn, and if it's used as material, you can attach a different Lyrilusc monster, or another Lyrilusc monster, from your graveyard to that monster as Xyz material. So it helps stack things and helps for spamming. It's really good. As well as 3 Lyrilusc Turquoise Warbler. If you control no monsters, you can special summon it from the hand. And if it's special summoned from the hand, whether it's by its own effect, by Sapphire Swallow, or by Pendulum summon, because we can do that, hint hint, then you can add a, hold on. You can special summon a Lyrilusc from your hand or a graveyard. So basically you can special summon out for free, and then with it you can special summon out like your Cobalt Sparrow, Cobalt adds Sapphire, Sapphire special itself with another thing, and it just keeps everything rolling so hard. They're all 3 just really good. But that's all we have for Lyriluscs in the main deck. So yeah, we gotta add some other engines, right? 3 copies of Raidraptor Last Strix. I was using Painlanius before. I took him out because again I can Pendulum summon in this build, so it didn't really seem to have any purpose. Last Strix, however, he's dark, he's a level 1 winged beast, and he can become Ultimate Falcon, who can become 7 Sins. So, really good card. 1 copy of Fusion Parasite, just kind of a tech in here. It's dark for Allure. It's a level 1 for Xyzs. And if you special summon it from your hand, probably by a Pendulum summon, or you can also bring it back from grave with like something like with Kinkabio or something to get its effect off. If it's special summoned, you can perform Fusion Summon using it as one of the materials, and it takes the name of any other monster. So yeah, it helps a lot. It helps a lot. It's also a lot of fun. Next, we're running 3 copies of Pendulum Mucho, my favorite card in the deck. I mean, that artwork alone just makes it worth it. But I mean, it's a 0 scale. Both of its effects are not too relevant, but they can come up. And basically, that you can recycle your level 1 Pendulum monsters that are in your extra deck. Let's see, hold on. Let's see, you can add one that's in your extra deck to your hand, I believe. Let's see, hold on. Target one of your... no, that's not right. No, you can return a banished or... a banished level 1 Pendulum or a level 1 Pendulum in the graveyard to your face-up extra deck. Or when it's normal or special summon, you can special summon a face-up level 1... Hold on. God, I'm just getting that all wrong, aren't I? You can special summon another level 1 Pendulum from your extra deck. So you can like normal summon it and bring out like Kepler from your extra or another one of these for a free play. But more importantly though, it's a 0 scale. That's the big part. Alright, 1 copy of DD Crow. Again, it's dark and it's a level 1 winged beast. Same thing as Last Strix. It's also really good this format as a hand trap. 2 copies of Turbo Booster. These would be Jester Confit if I wasn't trying to make this a budget deck for people. But, yeah, what he does, if you have normal summon that turn, you can special summon from your hand for free. Cool, right? Yeah. Not hugely important because, again, we can Pendulum summon, but he does come in handy early game. 1 Kinkabio. Found no need for more because it can clog. So, yeah, just 1. But it is also dark. Remember that. Now, the fun part. The DD engine. 2 DD Lamia. 2 DD Savant Kepler. And 3 DD Orthos. So the reasons for the ratios on these: Orthos is the only high scale, and he's also the only means of spell and trap destruction in the deck, so you want multiples of him. Also, he's dark for a lure, so you can't go wrong. Savant Kepler, you don't really want to see too many of these. You really just want to see one, and you want to get your dark contract to the gate, and then you want gate to add one of these other two. So yeah, it's good. Lamia, I found 3 to be very cloggy, so I cut it down to 2, but I do like it at 2. It can special summon itself by sending the gate from your hand or field to grave. It's pretty sweet, and it does not get banished afterwards because you're going to use it for an Xyz summon. It's awesome. Spells. Oh, that was 27 monsters, by the way. Very monster heavy. Spells. We have 3 Dark Contract with the Gate. Very, very good card, adding all your DD stuff. 1 for 1, because we play level 1 monsters. We'd be stupid not to run that. 3 Wear Arfthal, because we run a level 1 monsters, and we'd be stupid not to run that. 1 Instant Fusion. I found it to be kind of cloggy at more than 1, but it has actually 3 different targets in here. Out of our 3 fusion monsters, 2 of them are able to be naturally fusion summoned, and 1 of them is purely for instant fusion. So they're all very versatile in what they do, but I just like this at 1 copy. And for the last of the spells, 3 Allure of Darkness for digging through your deck, because we have lots of darks if you haven't been counting. 11 spells, and our 2 traps are 1 Harpy's Featherstorm and 1 Quaking Mirror Force. Just like one of each. They have their own purposes. I didn't want to put too many back row cards in here though, because this is at its heart a combo deck, and we want as many combo pieces as we can get. But I feel like any hand, even if you have both of these, with your other 3 cards, you can probably still make like an assembled Nightingale or something, just to get your plays going. So, good. Alright, extra deck. Do the Xyzs first. 3 Lyrilusc Assembled Nightingale. We don't have Recite Starling yet, and that's kind of the heart and soul of the deck. So yeah, we gotta make do with just this one. Kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. This is still a very good card. It gains 200 attack for each of its Xyz materials, and for each material it has, it can attack. In addition, it can attack that many times. So if it has 5 materials, it has 1,000 attack, and it can attack 5 times. It's really, really dumb. Also, you can detach material from it to basically activate Wabaku. You take no battle damage that turn, and I believe Lyriluscs cannot be destroyed in battle that turn, as well as by card effects. So yeah, it's very, very good. It's pretty much the heart and soul of this, since we don't have Recite Starling. Running 2 Sylvan Princess Sprite. It kind of sucks for this because it's so monster heavy. But at the same time, it's a rank 1 with 1800, and there's not very many of those. So kind of need those. 2. 1 Ghost Trick Dullahan. He's pretty much always going to be 1200 attack, and he can cut something down. I've got something inside that sleeve. Oh. Well, but yeah, he's pretty much always going to be 1200 attack, and he can cut something in half. So he can beat over anything about 2400 attack or lower generally. So it's pretty good. 1 Utopia Roots, just for whatever purpose I might need Utopia Roots for. Negating attacks, I guess. 1 Utopic Future, because we have a lot of, so it's at 6 Xyzs that we can use as targets for it, not including Ultimate Falcon, although we theoretically could. But yeah, Utopic Future is just very good. Now I'm running 2 copies of Ultimate Falcon alongside 2 copies of number 77, the 7 Sins. No need for more than 2, but I definitely like having 2 of each, so the last Strix is always, or essentially almost always, ready to activate. So if you have to get a third of 7 Sins to win a game, you're probably not going to win that game anyway. So yeah, that's going to do it for the Xyz monsters. Now we move on to the fusions. Let's lay them all out here for us. 1 copy of Thousand Eyes Restrict, 1 copy of Lyrilusc Independent Nightingale, and 1 Invoked Raijin. So this is probably the most techie one in here. So when I said all 3 are instant fusion targets, yeah, they are all 3 instant fusion targets. All 3 of them. Generally, you'll be bringing out Thousand Eyes with it, but you are able to summon either the other two, should you need to. And your Fusion Parasite, yeah, that's right, Fusion Parasite, he subs for any specific named monster. So if you summon Independent Nightingale with it, it becomes Assembled Nightingale, and then you just fuse it with one Lyrilusc monster. So if you try to do that, you'll generally want to fuse it with another Assembled Nightingale, because it doesn't say you can't do that. And you're still going to gain all those materials, like for all of its attack boosts and effect damage boosts, all that stuff. The thing's crazy if you get it powered up enough. Yeah. It's also just a neat little level 1 for instant fusion should you need it, and 500 burn's cool. Generally though, 1000 Eyes is your one that you make with instant just to suck something up and then make a rank 1. And Fusion Parasite can also become Alistair the Invoker, and fuse with any wind monster to summon Invoked Raijin, which is really cool, because Raijin's a good card, and that's nothing to scoff at, guys. Like, it's just a really neat thing that you can do in this deck. I really like having him in here. GCD's build, he had a lot more focus on the invoked portion. When I was watching all of his replays that he did with that, I noticed that he didn't actually go into the invoked really all that much. So I just kind of cut it down to the one copy of Raijin, and I'm more than satisfied with that. I just really like how it worked out in here. Overall, the deck as a whole, it could be better, obviously, but at the moment we are lacking Recite Starling, which is unfortunate, but yeah, it sucks. We'll just say it plain and simple. But without it, we got to make do with Assembled Nightingale and other means of beatdown, such as things like 7 cents. So, yeah, you guys tell me in the comment section below what you think about this deck profile. Do you like it, not like it, whatever? Do you hate playing this deck? Because I know plenty of people who do. It's annoying to play against, I will not lie. But yeah, anyway, you guys tell me below. As always, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for all my future content, and I'll catch you in my next video.